Concern for community is a basic cooperative principle. CoServe openly demonstrates its commitment for community service through employee involvement, corporate engagement, and charitable giving. Community engagement is more than simply writing a check. It's developing connections and community partnerships. It's committing to public safety, education, and charitable support to worthwhile social and civic-oriented organizations. The people you are about to meet are living tributes to CoServe's community enrichment endeavors. They say that charity begins at home. CoServe employees provide many hours of volunteer service to their own communities through such things as working with youth groups, serving in organizational leadership roles, and providing first responder skills with local fire departments. Serving others exemplifies the valued principle of giving back to the community, to their neighbors, and to the communities they call home. CoServe provided endowed teacher grants to 15 school education foundations. The funds help teachers purchase daily classroom school supplies, attend professional seminars, and fund special classroom projects.
The CoServe grant was just tremendous help. Getting the grant from the McKinney Education Foundation, which I know CoServe is a big supporter of, we were able to get a unit of study for the whole school instead of just one topic in one classroom.
We use the funds to purchase books for students. And if you want kids to enjoy reading, they need books that they like, and they need books that are interesting, and they need books at a variety of levels because every student reads at a different level.
The W. Tip Hall Jr. Memorial Scholarship Program provides a $1,000 scholastic award to each of 10 students located throughout our service area. These students will further their collegiate aspirations because of this generous initiative. Travis Watson of the Ponder 4-H program is the recipient of the Blue Ribbon Committee 4-H Scholarship provided by CoServe. Travis has been recognized for his academic achievements and extracurricular activities. He is quite the entrepreneur.
In the 4-H, I've been president for 2 years and vice president for 2 years. I put on a young rabbit clinic for all the young viewers out there who don't know what rabbit showing is. The scholarship meant a lot because I'm going to have to pay my way through college. Both my parents paid their own way through college, and by paying it myself, it'll help me out more beneficially in being able to manage things financially.
The Government in Action Youth Tour provides a first-hand glimpse of the nation's capital. Students visit their congressmen and participate in electorate co-op education events. The Colony Public Library provides a live homework helpline service to assist students with after-hours tutorial and homework assignment assistance.
In the first 6 months of this year, we had over 300 people using the service. That's a big increase from last year, and it's about a third of the usage that we have of all our, a fifth of the usage that we have of all our electronic resources. The numbers have gone up, and in the meantime, the vendor that provides the service has expanded it so that now, instead of being from grades 4 through 12 and college intro, it is now grades kindergarten through adult.
First responders continue to be a priority for the foundation.
I think having a canine unit in Aubrey means an extra level of deterrence as far as narcotics type crimes go. I think the grant has meant that the department was able to get out and scout the best possible animal they could for this kind of job. It's also meant that we've been able to properly equip, to continue her training and my training, all the equipment that we need to have, and to be equipped on the street to be able to do our job to the best of our ability.
The Jaws of Life is referred to commonly is actually called a hydraulic rescue tool. The brand that we purchased from the CoServe grant is called TNT. It is an updated version of what we had before. It allows us to get into cars much quicker than our old equipment did.
It was sleeting, ice was coming down. I was going maybe about 30, 35 miles an hour, and all of a sudden she says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm out of control." And I started spinning. How many times I spun, I don't have any idea. And all of a sudden we ended up on my side.
One of them crawled, in the back of the Explorer to try to help us out, but we couldn't get out. That's when they decided they needed to cut the top off the car. The whole thing took about 30 minutes, but once they figured out they needed to cut the top off, it seemed to me it was like 5 minutes. And I did hear one of them say, "Oh, we just learned how to do this when we just got this equipment." I said, "Oh, we're so glad we could help."
Providing for the less fortunate, or for those who are confronting a temporary setback, especially CoServe members, is the reason CoServe supports 3 local social service agencies: to help CoServe members with day-to-day living expenses. Other support is provided to those organizations that help youth and young adults with important needs.
CoServe is just a wonderful partner for us at CCA because you guys provide us with funding that helps pay the rents and the utilities and trying to help people that are in financial crisis get back on their feet. So the money that comes from CoServe we use directly to help those people get caught up and feel stabilized so they can concentrate on the things they need to do to really get themselves going and become financially independent.
CoServe over the last 3 years has contributed in excess of $50,000 to PD Place. And those numbers are large when you hear them, but they're large as we put them directly into patient health care. They provide medical supplies and all those ancillary items outside of the direct care that goes into treating kids when they're here. That support enables us to expand our capacity to see kids. If CoServe support wasn't there, we'd be using other elements of our budget.
When I first arrived here in 2004, we did not have transportation, so we had a minimum number of kids that were able to come here. CoServe stepped to the plate through their foundation and purchased our very first van for us. And with that, we were able to expand our service and reach out to a couple of other schools in the area. So we went back to CoServe and asked CoServe for another grant and to purchase this bus. It's really opened up the availability of services to kids that didn't have access to the services before because they had no way to get to the club.
Spirit Horse serves children with disabilities, at-risk youth, and children victims of abuse, and youth after drug rehab. We started 7 years ago with 3 children, and we've never advertised, and we now serve more children than any center in the world. 48 children speak the first word of their lives on one of our ponies. We have seen 38 children who the doctors said would never walk to race their ponies. We have seen 31 set up who had never set up in their lives. And we have built self-esteem, and we have healed so many hundreds of children. You folks are exemplary in the way you give back to the community. You've given us 2 tractors. You've given us a lift to lift our larger riders on. You've lighted an arena for us. You've given us a defibrillator, and you've given us 2 ponies, and you've done so much good.
Hand in hand with community service, CoServe is concerned for our environment. From plug-in hybrid technology to support of distributed generation to offering a wind energy rate, CoServe promotes environmental stewardship. The CoServe membership and CoServe employees deserve credit for the success of the CoServe Charitable Foundation. From 2005 through 2008, the Operation Roundup Pennies, a major golf tournament, and employee support of in-house fundraisers and personal contributions resulted in the awarding of more than $1,695,000 to support 103 projects for 83 organizations in 32 communities. The fulfillment of CoServe's commitment to community engagement is not possible without you, the CoServe membership and employees.
Thank you, CoServe membership. You've made a difference.
You've made a difference.
Thank you, CoServe membership.
You made a difference.
Thank you, CoServe members.